What's up everybody? Just a quick video on how to set up the project that we'll be using for this quarter's adaptive spatial audio course. So we're going to use the Unity game engine and an external sound engine called FMOD Studio, and we're also going to use a special plugin for that which allows you to spatialize audio within 3D, which is pretty cool. So a couple of things you need to do and install. So first of all, make sure to go to fmod.com, create an account, it's free, and then click on downloads and download the FMOD Studio tool right here. Choose your operating system, works fine on Mac and Windows. Latest version 2.00.04 as of right now, and you also need to download the Unity integration package, which is just below it, which has the same version number. Second of all, you need to go to Google and then type in Google Resonance. Click on the top link, Resonance Audio SDK. On the left, find Resonance Audio Downloads. And then here we need the Resonance Audio SDK for Unity, which you can find on this link on GitHub. So download this package as well, Resonance Audio for Unity 1.2.1 as of now. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Next step is to go into Unity, create a new project with an empty scene, and then go to your, look, this is my empty scene. Go to the asset store, search for Viking Village, and then download it, import it. Might take a while depending on your computer. And once that has been imported, you need to go to your project and then go to scenes, and there is the Viking Village scene. So let's open it up. Okay, so this is the scene. Let me just quickly show you. It's a rather small scene. It's a tiny Viking village, has a couple of buildings, has a lake, some moving parts, a couple of boats. Well, actually it looks pretty nice, but it's a silent scene, so it's perfect for implementing audio. Also has a couple of, well, basically rooms you could go into, so we could use this for creating reverb zones. There's another one right here. Okay, so when you first try and play this scene, it will give you a compiler error. There we go. So go to console, and there is a script, cross-platform input initialize, and it will give you an error on line 88. Build target group web player is obsolete. It was removed in Unity 5.4, so we have to consider using WebGL instead. So just double click it, it will open up Visual Studio, scroll down to line 88, and then right here where it says build target group .web player, change player into GL with capitals, save it, and you're good to go. All right. So even though it is a silent scene, there are audio listeners within the scene, and I think the best thing to do, since we'll be using an external audio engine, is to completely disable Unity audio. So that's just the easiest thing to do. So go to Edit, Project Settings, click on Audio, and make sure to disable Unity audio right here with a checkbox. Okay, so now we have to import a couple of packages. Go to Assets, Import Package, Custom Package. We have to import both the FMOD Studio one and the Resonance Audio one. The order in which you do this is not really that relevant, but okay, Resonance Audio for Unity, the one we got from GitHub. All right. You can see that there's now a menu entry for Resonance Audio right here. Second package we need to install is the FMOD Studio package. Import everything as well. Okay, so now it gives you another error saying the FMOD Studio project path was not set. So basically that means that Unity knows that it's using the FMOD sound engine, but you haven't specified which FMOD project you're using. So if you click on the new FMOD menu entry, click on edit settings, it will open up right here, and it will ask you what is your studio project path. So when you first start up FMOD, it looks like this, and for now let's just create a new event, 3D event. Let's call this crickets. No, actually let's undo that. Let's create a 2D event. Crickets. Currently it says unassigned. Right click and assign it to the master bank. Drag some audio in here. For example, I've got some cricket sounds here. And then right click on the audio file and say new loop region. So now we know for sure that it's gonna loop. All right, perfect. Let's save this project. Let me just save it to the desktop. Well, I actually used to, like to save my FMOD project files within the root directory of the Unity project. So you'll never lose your projects. You'll always have them together. So my current project is called video. So within that, just create a new directory called FMOD. And then within that directory, just call this. So this is, I don't know, test scene. So now that you've saved this, there's another thing you need to do. Go to File and Build It. Might take a while depending on how much audio you have in here, but usually it's fairly quick. Okay, so now we have an actual FMOD project with a bank and audio in it, and we built it and saved it. Now we can go back into Unity and we can browse for this test scene that I just created. So FS Pro, FMOD Studio project, I guess. Let's open this up. Okay, so now if we play this, there's nothing yet. So the first thing we need to do is give our character, which is actually called Quality Manager in this scene. So let me just find it in the scene by pressing F to focus on it. So it's this little guy right here. And actually, if you expand the little triangle, you can see that it has both a high quality camera and a low quality camera. For now, let's just use the high quality camera. Camera high. You can see that this one has an audio listener. It's an FMOD, it's a Unity audio listener. You can disable this, but we already did that in the settings, so you'll be all right. So what you need to do right here is add component, type in FMOD, and click on FMOD listener. So this is a script which basically tells Unity that this game object or this camera has a pair of ears. So the studio listener, you could consider that a pair of ears. So let's hit play again. Okay, we do have ears, but there's no audio playing yet. So let's add some audio. If you go to the FMOD menu entry and you go to Event Browser, you can actually, oh, let me just place this right here. Click on Events. This is the event that we created. It's the crickets one. Since this is a 2D sound and it has no position, it shouldn't really matter where you place it in the scene. So you could basically just drag an event and just place it somewhere. And then let's go to the inspector. So this is our crickets emitter. which is basically just a game object which you attach a script to called FMOD Studio Event Emitter. So you don't necessarily have to drag it in from the FMOD events. You could also just create an empty game object somewhere and then add a component, type in FMOD, and then choose Event Emitter. That's basically the same thing. So this Studio Event Emitter is asking for an event, but since we dragged it in from here, the right one is already selected. So it's called Event Crickets, and it asks you when do you want to start playing the event and when do you want to stop playing the event. Well, let's just do object start for playing, which means that as soon as the game object is rendered, it will play the audio. So let's test this out. Yes, there we go. Okay, so that's all for this introduction. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a splendid day. See you in the next one. Cheers.